Hey guys, this is John.
And I'm Allie.
And this is another episode of the Meatgistics podcast brought to you by Waltons. So right in front of us here, we have some pumpkin pie bratwurst, which is something we don't make all that often, but it's getting to be about that time of the year, fall, pumpkin season.
Pumpkin spice season.
It's not pumpkin spice season.
But it is.
It is not.
It is.
There's no such thing. It's good. It's a very good bratwurst. You made a comment right before I left the room that I thought was pretty interesting. You said it tasted more like what?
It tastes kind of like a breakfast sausage. I feel like I should eat this for breakfast. But I also think pumpkin bread is the perfect breakfast. So like pumpkin in the morning makes sense to me.
Okay. But I'm not sure I disagree with you because it doesn't have a strong pumpkin taste, same thing. But we also injected it with some melted cheesecake or attempted melted cheesecake. So that added a little flair to it.
Yeah, it has like an extra little creaminess. So like if you were able to take high temp cheese and just make it sweeter and creamier, that's something. The goal.
Then make it not high temp.
Make it not high temp so it injects.
And then inject it, yes. So if you were able to change high temp cheese completely and make it something completely else, I wonder if we could just like drill a hole in the middle and stuff some hardened cheesecake down there. That might have actually worked out better because it was incredibly hard to.
Could you almost Patrick has the idea of a peanut butter and jelly hot dog?
Oh, idea not. We have created that, right? We have Frankenstein that. Yeah.
Okay, could you do the same thing with this and cheesecake?
Potential. Well, all right. I
have a sweetbread, like a Hawaiian roll instead of a.
Oh, really go up and.
Oh yeah, I mean if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it.
Well, I don't disagree with that, but how about like the cheesecake instead of filling it in after the fact? Well, no, it'll all melt out. I'm thinking, I was like, have a complete whip in,
Because the biggest problem though,
that's what I was looking for.
Was just like pressing the plunger.
Yeah.
It was like, I mean, I was white knuckling it trying to get it out, and unless you like pulled as you pressed, you weren't getting anything.
Yeah.
So
we did this like 10 years ago.
A long time ago. And
it worked pretty well. So I guess it must be the type of cheesecake. So you were saying next time we need to do cream cheese, just straight up cream cheese.
Yeah. But what else is in cheesecake?
Eggs, sugar, sometimes flour. Depends.
So maybe we'll add some eggs and sugar.
I don't really need to add eggs at that point.
Well,
you can also just do what's that like? Ready to eat cheesecake. No bake cheesecake. Golly, that was hard.
What's in that?
I don't know. It's just some magical mix that you add stuff to. Yeah.
Okay.
You can buy it in like pre-made containers, like a Cool Whip, but it's cheesecake.
Is it more flowy?
It's more floofy.
Floofy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might work.
Yeah.
That might work. Well, we've got more of it, so we can try again.
Okay.
Well, hold on. We were talking about cheesecake earlier. Where's the cheese come from in cheesecake? And what exactly are we eating?
So I said it's cream cheese.
And why Philadelphia?
And I was obviously correct.
Yeah, Patrick doesn't know this?
We don't know. I don't know this.
No, it's really cream cheese.
Okay.
You don't know that?
Okay. But then
what do you mean?
I don't know.
We go a level deeper than that. Is there any actual cheese in cream cheese?
Yeah, what is cream cheese? Cheese.
I don't know.
What is the definition of cheese?
All right, so sans cheese. Say
milk,
whatever type of cheese, whatever that is. What's the next step if it is cheese?
Yeah.
Can you make cream cheese at home?
Well, beyond that, how to make? That's what I'm googling. How to make what? How about just I'm doing what is cream cheese, and you can look up if it's real.
Birds are fake. Space is fake. Cream cheese is fake.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm on all these things.
No, the space is real.
Cream cheese. Oh, she clicked off it. She
well,
didn't like that one.
I said I accidentally typed in what us
cream
cheese, so I corrected it to what is cream cheese.
Okay, what do you got?
It's a fresh cheese. It's defined by the FDA having at least 33% fat with a moisture content of 55% or less. That doesn't really help me.
No, it does. It does. If it says it is a cheese, then it's not like one of those cheese-like products.
That's from the Taste of Home.
Okay.
Which Taste of Home knows their food.
We'll believe it.
No, there ain't no cheese in this, dude. It's fat, milk, and then without a starter culture, heavy cream. Like I don't. Some of the ingredients include cream to adjust milk fat, salt, nitrogen to improve spreadability, and several gelling, thickening, stabilizing ingredients. So.
Yep. Now go look at the ingredient list of some Parmesan cheese.
Ugh. Are we talking about that today?
Do you know that?
About Parmesan?
Parmesan.
Oh, I thought you were just trying to say Parmesan funny.
No. That's how you say it. No, it's from Rick and Morty. He says they go to this alternate world where everything's exactly the same.
Yeah.
But they say Parmesan instead of Parmesan and they all hate it. They can't deal with it.
Fromunda cheese.
But Parmesan cheese is not going to say cheese as an ingredient because that's what it is. It'll say cream and starter culture and all that stuff.
Do we need to talk about how I've started using Parmesan cheese instead of protein bars?
Oh, yes. So Allie's onto a new thing where she doesn't like eating protein bars anymore. She likes eating hunks of Parmesan cheese.
It's a phase. It'll fade out.
No,
but
it shouldn't.
it's
a pretty good one.
what is it? 10 grams of protein,
Which is
8
good.
grams of fat,
Yep.
100 calories. It's not bad. And you don't have all the other added junk that protein bars sometimes have.
Expensive, though, I imagine.
Hasn't been bad. I don't eat enough of it
Okay.
to make it
So it's not
crazy.
where I was with my Chobani flips.
No, I'll
Okay.
buy like one thing a week, which is $5 to $10 depending
Okay.
on the size.
Yeah, I
That's
was
it.
eating like, I think we calculated out to over $50 a week in
Holy-
Chobani flips. Like, I just couldn't stop. It was ridiculous.
What?
Dude, that's
Yeah, it
They're
was
like
insane.
10
Oh,
for
that's so
10
good.
bucks.
I know. It was a real problem. It was a real
is
problem.
that just your main food group at that point?
Maybe. Like, I was eating 5 at work
Okay.
and then going home and eating another 5 most days.
Hmm.
Like, I just couldn't stop. And specifically, I went from the shortcake to the key lime pot, like whatever. I kept hopping different flavors and just eating
Yeah.
it until I got sick of it, then going to the next one, going to the next one.
It's one
We
of my
got some-
favorite John phases.
Yeah.
The
there's been some
Chobani
weird
and the
ones.
carrots. Those carrots were a good time.
Carrots. I would not stop eating carrots. And then I was grossing everyone out here because I wouldn't peel them or wash them. So just like
Yeah.
basically pulling carrots from the ground and eating them.
I
Nobody
mean,
liked
brush
that.
the dirt off a little, but
I'm not even sure I did that.
Remember when John
Yeah.
rode a bike every day to work?
those
Forward.
were good times.
Those were good
That was a
times.
fun phase.
It was a fun phase.
He also he like ran and had a hula hoop going at one time.
No,
and he got
no.
really into juggling.
None of
juggling,
that's true.
John.
None of this is
He
true.
grew
I
up
think I
mu-
remember this.
He grew
Cut
a,
his mic.
He grew a
can't
mustache
do
No,
anything.
yeah, that part's true.
just to
All right,
until he
hold
sold
on.
his home.
All right, so I've got a question.
Mhm.
What is more pathetic? A man in his 50s who buys a hot rod, and I'm talking about like the old school hot rod, like low to the ground, looks like
Mhm.
something from the 1950s, or a man in his 40s who's never had one before, mind you, grows a mustache.
The car.
What's more, what?
Like pathetic or like, oh no, he needs
Oh,
help.
Reachy? Yeah.
Reachy.
Yeah.
Reachy's a
yeah.
good word.
The hot rod, of course, because there's
You think
way
so?
more money involved. Yeah. This is like, in fact, you're not doing something. Because to let your mustache grow is to not shave.
True.
So in
Ooh.
fact, you're negating something, not doing anything, John. So
It's really just lazier. Is
so
that what
you
you're getting at?
use that when people try to make fun of you for doing something. In fact, they're doing something.
That
They're
I'm not.
They're shaving every day. Bunch of losers. Right? Tell them that's how much you don't care.
Right. I'm
Mhm.
better than you, basically, is what I should be saying.
1,000%.
Oh, I like it.
What was that
There you
book
go.
earlier that you told me about? And then
The comfort crisis.
and then I was like,
Comfort
did you,
colors?
No,
I
comfort.
was
So
like-
I told or Patrick, I'm like, you should read this book called The Comfort Crisis.
and I was
he
like,
said,
did you listen to it on an audiobook?
I did.
He did it, but I was like, I bet you people
You
do
sure?
though, right?
I haven't read it yet.
Oh.
I was just telling him he needs to read it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, I probably will listen to an audiobook when
Would
I
you?
eventually
Oh my
listen
God.
to it.
Whatever gets the
Or read
information
it.
across nowadays.
Sure.
man.
Yeah.
You get a certain amount of hours free on Spotify, so use them up.
I have an Audible account with I don't even know how many credits now.
Oh, well, you're just
Lots.
fancy like that.
No, I guess so.
It's over.
I guess I could cancel that. Don't really listen to audiobooks as much as I used to.
Yeah, I thought Audible was like unlimited listening to books, so I got it because I was so
Oh,
excited.
man.
And then I listened to one, and I went for my next one, and it was like, nope, you're out of credits. I was like, what do you
And
mean I'm out of credits?
I have a problem with like their introduction, like, hey, try us out.
Get
I
3
go,
free
oh
credits.
my God,
Yeah.
that's great. And then check out our full catalog of like, oh, this is great. And then I go, oh, some
Mhm.
classics, like maybe like Dracula or something's on there.
Yep.
You listen to it, effing terrible. Like it's like the
The
worst
quality of
the
it.
quality
Yeah.
of them. They
Oh.
grab the ones that were just some dude reading
Uh-huh.
it at his home in like a closet or something.
Yeah,
and
their free
uploaded it.
stuff's not good.
Yeah, they don't lead with that.
Yep.
So yeah,
That's
so
a
they're
bummer.
Audible. Yeah, 30 days free. Thanks. No thanks. See you later.
You
dude.
do
But
get 3 free credits. Though.
Spotify
Maybe
though,
that
I
was
will let
it.
you know some of the like one of my favorite authors, his stuff is just happened to be on there. Not all of it. Some of it pay a
Yeah.
cost, but yeah. So another Spotify, promote us more. Hey,
yeah, hey, we'll hit them up.
Spotify. What if you say it 20 times in an episode? They might just
Call this episode Spotify.
Spotify.
Spotify?
Spotify.
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 Spotify. Go listen to us
Spotify.
now on Spotify and leave a comment and review.
All right. Chain restaurants that serve the highest and lowest quality steak.
Spotify.
Ooh, are we testing them today?
We're not testing anything.
Oh,
I want you
okay.
to guess what is a high quality versus like. Give me
Okay.
one you think's high.
Everyone's gonna say Texas Roadhouse is a high quality steak.
I would say Texas Roadhouse is like an intermediate. Like it's not the worst, but it's not the best, right?
Yeah, no, I'm
Oh,
trying to
it's
think.
definitely not the best.
I'm trying to think of what people would say though. Beyond that,
Can get
I
like a
like
Texas Roadhouse
Chili's.
isn't even on this. Okay. Yes. What
Chili's
about
would be
Chili's?
low.
Chili's is low. Correct.
Longhorn Steakhouse.
Where's Longhorn Steakhouse?
High on the
It
list.
is high.
I
Really?
love
Yes.
Longhorn Steakhouse.
I've never actually had a steak, or I don't think I've ever actually eaten at Longhorn
the
Steakhouse.
whole meal
I was
top to
shocked to see
bottom
it high.
is great. Yeah,
We have one on Greenwich. Is that the one on Greenwich or is that Texas?
we got a couple.
flipped them.
I think they're east and west. So
Okay.
No, the one right here is Texas Roadhouse.
yeah,
Damn,
and there's
okay.
a Saltgrass right by that one too.
Yeah.
So
Is Saltgrass on there?
Saltgrass not on here.
Okay.
Where, like, what else? Give me some other.
Are these just chains?
just chains?
Oh, I don't know.
Shenanigans.
Do you have a? Do you want to go? Do you have a guess on what the highest rated one would be? I know you know the
Kobe's.
name.
Is
but
Kobe's a real thing? Is
Nope.
it- That's a steakhouse.
That's a
Is that?
that's a hibachi.
It started in the
That's a
DC
hibachi?
area.
started in what area?
The DC
I
area
don't know my
Washington, DC.
steakhouses.
has a girl's name. Well, a name to begin with an apostrophe on it, and then another first name. It's two first names.
Sarah Ann. No.
Ruth's Chris.
Oh,
No.
Ruth's Chris is number
went there
one.
and-
Fogo de Chao
I went there in Vegas.
was also really
Oh.
highly rated. I love Fogo de Chao. I've only eaten there twice, but
I
both
don't
times I was
know.
like, yes.
I'm gonna have to bleep that out.
I'm
Is
gonna
it
get-
here?
No, I don't think we have one. But low were Olive Garden. Makes sense.
Wait,
Yeah.
Olive Garden has steak? Oh
Yes.
my! I'm about to tear
Not
up
for
an
long.
Olive
I-
Garden.
Applebee's
Breadsticks? Okay.
low, obviously. Chili's low.
Mhm.
Then a few that I've never even heard of. Have you ever heard of Claim Jumper?
No.
Not even on my radar.
Mm.
Sizzler is low. That one makes some pretty good sense. For some reason, they put Taco Bell on here.
What?
Stop.
Swear.
Where are they
on
at?
Steakhouses. I don't know.
I mean, they have steak.
All right. But have you ever heard of Steak 48?
No.
So apparently it's
What's-
got like 50 something. Yeah.
Is Gordon Ramsay's on there?
How does something have 50 restaurants, like a chain like that, and they're not even anywhere on my radar?
What's it called?
Claim Jumper.
Claim jumper?
Like an insurance claim jumper.
At least I feel like in Wichita we don't have a lot of major chains that are everywhere else. We don't have a Cheesecake Factory, and that still makes me
But
very
we
upset.
did.
We did? In Wichita?
Yeah, Patrick, didn't we have a Cheesecake Factory right by where?
Not in my lifetime.
I don't think so.
What's the Asian place?
P.F. Chang's.
Yeah, right by PF Chang's. There was
No.
a Cheesecake Factory.
No. There's a spaghetti factory.
That's 100% what I'm thinking.
Totally different thing. Very different
Which,
thing.
by the way, neither of these places have a factory.
Right. There's no factory in the back.
No.
The conspiracy.
Another one was Outback Steakhouse, which.
Oh, I do like Outback.
Mm,
Bloomin'
you like the
Onions?
Bloomin' Onions? Of
Yeah,
course
yeah,
you
that's
do.
pretty much
Of
it.
course you do.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to watch 3 quick videos and have us
Mhm.
react to them. I no longer think I could be trusted around bears. My reaction to seeing bear videos recently is, oops, that is an ad, is way too cutesy. Like, look at
Okay.
this cute fat boy. He is adorable.
Can you show me your bra? Yeah.
Can you see his face?
But the music just makes it.
He
no, I
is like, he looks like a sad Brutus,
can't.
and he's huge. I don't know that I'd kick
He's
that
so cute.
bear out at all. In
If
fact,
dangerous,
I might try to let it in.
Yeah. If dangerous, then why so fuzzy? It's just the facts.
Show me more pictures of him. Like, that's just,
As a massive bear.
it's huge, but it's adorable.
But its snout. Is that a snout?
Yeah, that's the
okay.
snout. Yep,
That's what you would call a bear's.
that's what you call
okay.
it. Yep. So
Mm.
I might have been talking a bunch of smack about bears previously, about how they're not friends. People have Disney eyes on them or whatever. Yeah, I think I'm caught up in that.
Yeah.
So I take back a lot of what I said about that. And people, all right.
What is he shooting? There's.
He's shooting geese.
Where is that? Florida?
No, I think
Florida do be wildin'.
so this guy's
That's-
trying to hunt, legally hunt. And these Karens are screaming at him, playing. Look how calm he is.
He just having a good
He's just like,
time.
whatever.
Did he hit any? That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah, he got him.
Okay, how did he get him? Did you have a dog go retrieve him?
Oh,
'Cause
I don't
he's-
know how he like got him back, but he shot him.
So the guy's shooting over water.
Shooting over water. He's got a bunch of Karens screaming at him, playing alarms, and trying to make all the noise they can to scare the birds away. And he's just sitting there
helping him.
calmly.
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 I think I was trying to say
Kamala.
calmingly.
Kamala.
Coppola. And he's just bop, ignoring him. Bop. Just
I don't know what the people screaming at him think they're gonna do. He has a gun.
well, I
Do you
don't think they
wanna,
were
like-
trying to attack him. I think they were trying to scare away the birds.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what the screaming was.
They're just helping him.
I was gonna say it sounded like they're calling him in.
Yeah, no, the alarm kind of in the background. You're like, oh, okay, I can see how that might be just a ton of
So-
geese.
Yeah.
But loved that. Made me laugh
Oh,
when I
that's
saw
good.
it. And then, finally, last one is the title of this video is just simply "Sometimes You Don't." Did I show you this?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my God! Look away until it comes up.
Okay.
Look away.
So sometimes one thing people definitely don't have a good idea about is how big moosei
Musai.
are.
Musai.
Watch this. Wait till it gets somewhat. That's nothing. Wait till it comes up out of here. Just look at that.
That looks
Look
like
at this. It looks like
okay,
a monster.
Okay, it looks like you put a cutout of a moose head on a stick,
Right,
and you're
it's
just
just shaking
waddling
back
through the
and forth.
woods.
Look at the size of it. Look at its hump.
Dude,
The guy's got a bow at full draw and just decides, nope, too
Why
close.
are people not more afraid of meese? I don't
know
understand.
why. They should be. That thing is
So majestic, though.
enormous. So dangerous.
I want to pet it. See,
so
that's my problem. Is
that's
I want to be
yours.
friends with moose.
Okay. I don't have the same feeling about
Yeah.
moose as I have about bear.
I don't know. I've always been obsessed with moose. I don't know why.
Bears,
Bears, moose,
moosei.
moosey? No,
No.
moose is
Moose.
moose. No, it's moose.
Spotify and moose.
While we're at it, I as well had one video. This is apparently how mountain goats descend. Mountain. I don't know. There's actually sound
good
on
Lord,
here.
Yeah. Straight down.
They just fall. They just straight up, like it looks like the world's best slip and slide. And they just go. Oh, one just did a flip.
They're incredible.
So this is a real thing. This is just normal. And then they just get up and they run.
But they're not, I don't even think most of them are falling. They're sliding.
Yeah. And
Like-
they're following each other. So it's like, it's premeditated.
Their balance is unbelievable.
Well, I don't know about that. That one just flipped all the way
That one
down
didn't
the
have a good.
mountain.
That one didn't have a good run. That one didn't have a good run. That one didn't have a good run either. Oh no.
Anyway,
Okay. Well,
I
maybe
learned a new fact this week.
Some of their balance is incredible.
Some
Others,
of it.
not so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not.
Oh,
not
that's
good.
good.
All right. We've got just a couple articles for you today. Lab grown meat is proving to be a grotesque misadventure. This is from the telegraph.co.uk. Basically, it's by Andrew Orlowski, and he says, for whatever reason, I can't read it now, even though I could earlier. Starts talking about how not only has it basically failed, but the companies are going to the U.S. government saying that
No.
they need bailouts.
Bailouts for
Yup.
lab grown meat.
Yep.
No. What
Get
does
ready
that
for it. Get ready for
add?
taxpayer funded.
I was so off of the whole political thing for a long time. I was like, I'm done with it. In the last week, enough stuff has happened that I'm all fired up again. And I'm like, no, I just want everything to just chill out. That's it. So this is just adding to my fire. So I appreciate the fuel.
Oh yeah, no, I'm full. I'm back on my John Brown nonsense. Like,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah. It's not.
It's time to kick it off.
Yeah.
So, but no. Basically, he talks about the fact that there was never the market for it. There was never going to be a market for it that could afford it. The only cities that it would ever have made any sense in were East and West Coast cities, London, and a few, Asia Pacific places. But in general, it talks about how they never even had a plan to get a feasible plan to get costs down low enough where it could be a 1-to-1 replacement for beef. And then add in the fact that to create it, they use things called immortal cells, which are cancer cells.
So I read something on that.
Cancerous.
Yeah. I think that they did debunk the fact that they are actually you aren't going to get cancer from them, but
Oh, I don't care.
I do think it's questionable even if it's the same type of cell. Why would we be eating it?
Yeah, and who's debunking that? I don't believe
Oh, that's a good
anything's
point.
ever debunked it. Like, the food industry has lied to us for so long about so many.
Like its entire existence.
Since it was created, they told us to eat 11 servings of grains
Yeah.
and pasta a day. That's
Kellogg's.
insane,
One
right?
time
Cereals.
I made like a breakfast as a child that like they showed at the end of the cereal commercials where it's like a bowl of cereal next to a muffin, next to an orange, next to a banana, next to orange juice. And I was
Mhm.
like, I'm sick to my
You
stomach.
couldn't eat all of
I
it.
could
It's
not.
bad.
My
Well,
mom was laughing. She goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "Mom, this is what they have at the end of the commercial." She goes, "Well, part of a balanced breakfast." And I go, "I can't have a balanced breakfast without yogurt, this, that, and the other." And she goes, "Okay, good luck with that." And I just, yeah, I felt terrible. And I go, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's just a sham, just to have every." We do it all the time with monthly videos. Get everything up here. Look like we know what we're doing, man. You know?
no, it is absolutely insane that we listen to any food scientist. Like, just do what works best for your body. Are there ones out there now who are reputable? Sure, I'm sure. Do your own research. Certainly don't listen to the government.
Okay, so food scientists in the sense of what you should eat every day, not just food scientists in general, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, like we have food scientists here
I'm not
that
sure they're
help
real
figure out.
either. They might not be real.
Dylan's an illusion.
Dylan might not be real. No, obviously there are some
For how
like
to create things is
sure.
different than telling you this is
What
exactly what you need to put in your body every
yes.
day.
We were talking about
Got it.
before the podcast started. If there was like the perfect health food,
Mhm.
I think the majority of people would be like, all right, well, that's what I'm eating.
Yeah.
But there's no such thing. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't exist. Allie was overhearing someone's conversation or eavesdropping or dropping eaves, as Sam Wise Games you would call it, at the grocery store.
Oh no, I was the conversation. It
Oh,
was
you
me
were
and
the
the girl
conversation.
at the checkout
Oh,
counter because I
well,
was
that makes
buying a
it
whole
less fun.
chicken for the first time.
A live chicken?
Yes.
Ugh.
No, it was Trader Joe's. It was a very dead chicken.
Do you think you could pluck a chicken?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've cleaned birds before.
Yeah, it's different than plucking a chicken, though.
I don't think I would like it, but I think I could figure it out.
Okay. All right. Go ahead with the chicken.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. I was checking out at Trader Joe's, got a whole chicken, and I don't know what sparked it in the cashier's brain, but she's like, "Oh yeah, and this is awesome. You're getting a whole chicken because chicken is healthier than other meats." And I was like, "I don't know that it is." I was like, I did tell her, I was like, "Well, I don't know. It just kind of depends on what your goals are." And I was like, "Usually I eat a lot of beef because it has a lot of vitamins in it. I really like higher level of B vitamins, got good iron. So this is just a week that I want to cook a whole chicken because I got a new fancy cooking pot and I wanted to use it. So we're eating more chicken.
There's
But I don't
nothing
know
wrong
that
with
it's any
that.
healthier."
It's just different, right? If you're looking for a
Yeah.
higher protein, lower calorie and fat cut, then yeah, chicken breast is great for you. But if you want to eat something that's more ketogenic, more like whatever, then it's a terrible option.
Yeah.
So
It's chicken to me does not satiate as much as other meat does unless you add.
a ton of other things.
Yeah.
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 Yep. I 100% agree. Nothing fills me up like a good steak,
Mhm.
and I don't want to snack on anything else.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. If I could eat ribeye for breakfast every day, I would.
be pretty expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I say if I could, then I
Right.
would.
Okay. All right. All right. So some bad news. There's a fire in a barbecue warehouse, they say, in Missouri.
Oh, but that's just like really sad.
Yeah, it's even worse. It is Blues Hog.
No.
Yeah.
I love Blues Hog.
Everybody loves Blues Hog.
How do you not love Blues Hog?
Yeah. So
When was this?
last week?
Okay, so it's fresh.
It's very fresh.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want your Blues Hog, you better go get it now because I have a feeling there's going to be a shortage of it.
Dang.
In the article, they talked about the fire is going to burn for days.
Why would it burn for days? Don't you like
That's
just
what
water sprays out? That's not
stops flame. But
water
not when
stops
there's-
flame. Yes.
Not when there's pallets of charcoal in the building. Like that was my first thing because I read it and it's like the fire was still going on. The firefighters
Oh
were
my
like, yeah, it's going to
gosh.
burn
Oh
for
my
days.
gosh.
I'm like, how did you know that? Then I read on. It's like there's pallets of charcoal.
Okay, do
in
they
there.
sell are they selling charcoal? I should know this. Or is it just like testing you got to have charcoal around for all the things?
I don't know. They probably are selling it. There's probably a Blues Hog charcoal, whatever.
That's got to suck.
But
And
yeah,
then, like I wonder how insurance works on that. Do they know what started the fire?
Not in that article I read.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So
Oh, dang. Well, now I would really like some Blues Hog.
we should buy all the stuff that we
We'll
have.
buy it.
Yeah. And then sell
Right
it
after
on
this,
Amazon.
we're gonna run to the
Right,
front.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Sell it on Amazon. All right. Vitamin D isn't really a vitamin.
What do you mean?
So technically, apparently, a vitamin is something that your body cannot produce by itself. Vitamin D can be produced is actually produced by your body. When you're out in the sun,
Yeah.
it interacts with your skin, and it's kind of like our version of photosynthesis, I guess.
So it's okay. I always thought that your body doesn't make vitamin D. I thought that vitamin D is the sun.
Yes.
You just like
Yes.
absorb it.
That's why they used to praise the sun, the
That's
vitamin D
it.
giver.
Yes. You ever seen Sunny D? I always thought there
What
was
about-
vitamin D in orange juice because of that. So thanks, Sunny
Maybe
D.
that was the whole point of Apocalypto. They were just super
What is
concerned about their vitamin.
Apocalypto?
You ever seen Apocalypto?
No.
The Mel Gibson movie about the Mayans
No.
and them doing all the sacrifices.
Do I need to watch that?
It's a pretty good movie.
That sounds good.
It honestly is.
Okay.
It's pretty
okay.
good. None of it's in English. So
Okay.
get ready for that. But it's
Okay. Good to know.
it's actually pretty good. I would recommend that movie.
Okay. But
yeah,
vitamin D,
It's actually closer to a hormone or a steroid
a steroid.
than
Okay. So if I inject myself with vitamin D, actually no, do they do vitamin D?
injections.
They
Drips?
do B
Uh-huh.
B shots.
Yep.
They do C drips, or they put B in drips too. But do they do D?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't make enough money to do any of those.
I think you can
crazy
overdose on
stuffs.
D though. Like you can have too much. Your body will not create too much, but you can consume too much. So if I'm taking like supplemental drops, I could end up increasing it out of a normal range within my blood work.
Okay. But what is an vitamin C you
Yeah.
can overdose on too. You're just gonna have bad stomach issues. for a
Yeah, I
while.
don't know what the
Yeah, I don't think
consequences of
it's-
D are.
Yeah, I don't think it's a huge thing. But I don't know that, so don't take my
Sometimes taking too much vitamin C can also give you insomnia. I only know that from personal experience. I don't know if that's like a legitimate thing, but I experienced that hard.
Yeah.
So
slept 9 hours last night.
golly,
Are you going to be
how-
able to build upon this though?
On me sleeping 9 hours?
Yeah.
No, I'll sleep 4 hours tonight.
That's how
I'm too
hate
well
when that
rested.
it's split.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
too well rested.
I
So will
slept-
you stay up late, or will you still try to have your head hit the pillow at the same time to elicit routine?
No, I bought that big 75-inch TV.
Oh, that
and
keeps you up.
Tonight will be the first time I'm bringing my PlayStation 5 up. I'm gonna
Sweet.
play
Nice.
a video game I've been waiting to do. So
Which
I'm
one?
sure,
Which
uh,
one have you been waiting? Oh, that one that we
Space Marine 2.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I want to just
Hmm,
kill.
Dive
that
in.
sounds like a very
aliens.
boy game.
It is a very boy game. No, very boy game. Very mustache game.
Yeah.
Bruce Pack is an Oregon company, but it was at the Durant, Oklahoma facility where USDA Food and Safety Inspective Service testing found listeria in a finished ready-to-eat chicken product. Bruce Pack announced a recall of all ready-to-eat meat and poultry items
Mhm.
made at the facility between June 19th and October 8th. That, and this is from last week, culminates at about 9,986,000 pounds. It is now over 12 million. And like we
God.
said, it is Kroger, it is Aldi, it is your precious Trader Joe's.
All of Trader Joe's.
And I think one other. So if you bought, make sure you're checking. The USDA is urging everybody to throw that out absolutely right away.
Actually, yeah, what are we looking for on those packages? How do you know?
Like the processing
Just the date?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yep.
So what is it? June 19th and June 8th? Nope, sorry.
Nope.
Read that wrong. June 19th and October 8th?
Yep.
That is a long period of time.
Very long period of time, which is why it's so much. Now, that also lets you know that people have been eating it for months and months and months and months.
See,
and months
I'm
and
very
months and
scared
months and
about the
months,
chicken that's in my fridge
and
now.
everything's fine. Like listeria,
Yeah.
not the worst thing in the world. But for Kroger, which is that's the one around us, they also turn up in chains such as Ralph's, Dillon's, and
Mm,
King Supers.
mm.
Supers with 2 O's. Very odd name.
Is that not Colorado's?
Oh, I don't know. I don't go to that state.
Mm, missing out.
Stay away from there.
No, it's
All right,
gorgeous.
Wild
Bears.
card. U.S. divers' body parts found in shark's stomach.
John.
Here's why her friends still deny that it's a shark attack. They have these people so trained. Like, no, sharks are like puppies of the sea. They just
Yeah.
ate her after she was dead.
Nurse sharks.
No,
What is that?
this person was an incredibly
So
experienced
they're the vultures of the
diver.
sea.
No, they're the wolves of the sea. There was There was Jack London wrote the book Sea Wolves about sharks.
Huh.
Well, kind of about sharks.
I know
This
Jack
person was
London,
an
I don't know that book.
incredibly experienced diver and just disappeared on a dive. And everyone's like, oh no, a current took her. Like, yeah, maybe the
Okay.
shark's name was Current. And then they found a shark that was acting weird,
Yeah.
cut it open, and found her body inside of it. And they're still like, no.
What's acting weird for a shark?
Right?
What
They
is
said
Just like-
lethargic, and they thought it had swallowed like a plastic something or other.
Were
So
they
it's-
tracking it?
Oh no, they were fishing. Like they were trying to kill it.
So
They were
what?
trying to
So
Oh.
it
catch
got
it.
too full on her or her gear or something.
Because her wetsuit.
Oh, the gear.
It couldn't digest
Oh.
anything because of her wetsuit.
Oh, how
So-
embarrassing
For the shark.
yeah.
Yes. But
For a diver, though, I mean, you are in the ocean. There's a ton of variables. Could something else have happened? I mean, divers
another
do run
shark
out of
could have
air
scared her
sometimes.
into the shark's mouth.
Okay.
That could have happened.
That could have happened.
But when you find the person inside of a shark, this is what
Yeah.
drives me nuts about Australia. What they're always, well, it's not a predation because we didn't, they drowned at sea. and then they
Terrible
were
Australian
eaten.
accent, by the way.
Good eye.
Can I do an Australian
It's good.
accent?
Scradations.
G'day, John.
No.
Arr, nar, clear.
It's like an animal.
Stay away from the ocean. Nope.
What is that? Like
don't know.
Sean
That's
Connery added in
that's
there?
Stifler's mom.
I can't do it. All right. Moving on. Thanks, Patrick. This one's actually very sad. It's haunting final words, 3 words from woman eaten alive by crocodile during late night beach swim. She and her friend went down to the beach to celebrate her friend beating cancer.
Oh,
John, why are you laughing?
Eaten alive by a crocodile.
Stop laughing.
Her last words were, "Oh, it's got me."
Stop laughing.
I can't
Hey,
help it. It's
Hate
so
to break. Hey,
ironic.
buddy.
That's so sad.
That's 4 words.
Okay, sorry. It's got me. And then she grabbed her friend and it pulled them both into the
Oh my
water.
gosh.
Once again, terrible
then,
Australian
like,
accent.
Wait.
Pulled away again and like it pulled out of her hands. and it was the
Alligator or
last-
crocodile? Which one?
Crocodile.
Crocodile? How big?
Alligators are in America and China. Only two
Oh, wait.
places-
Where are we talking about?
Hold on. Nope. We
Uh-huh.
have to cover this.
Yeah,
we have
Okay.
to cover this.
Hold on, this is a big.
Alligators are only in China and America. American alligators are bigger
You said alligators are
Right.
only in America and China.
in China.
'Kay.
American alligators are bigger, so
Mhm.
they're smaller in China, but they're better armored in China. Like
Mm.
specifically their bellies, like you never.
So
cut
they're
through
more
that.
dinosaur dragonous in China.
So the question is, like, which one's scarier?
Okay.
You
don't know.
actually had sparkling white wine. So in Champagne,
Sure.
France,
It's not actually-
only
yes.
considered champagne
I
if it's
see.
in Champagne,
see.
France. So yeah.
Now
See.
crocodiles are way more widely spread,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like we have crocodiles here in America.
Okay.
I don't think people realize that, but in the Everglades
Yeah.
there are legit
Okay. Yeah, I thought we just had
large
alligators.
crocodiles. No. There's, I think it's the Nile variant of crocodiles.
Ooh. Okay.
And I don't know how long they've been down there, but for a while. Then crocodilians go all throughout South America because
That's
it's
the thing.
crocodilians. It's caimans.
Okay.
There are different versions of them.
I've had their margaritas. Very
It's the
good.
Clementine of the crocodile world. Please.
Like it's not quite an orange, but it's
Mm.
that is a very good analogy.
Okay.
Then
I think I
obviously
understand that.
Australia, Africa, India all have crocodiles.
Everybody has their own.
Right, but they're crocodiles.
Yes.
Alligators are more like
And crocodiles are the skinny nose,
skinny nose, way more dangerous.
more
Like,
dangerous.
Basically, an alligator,
I always
think of
flip
it like
that.
is kind of like a dog.
Hmm.
Like, they're not.
You can outrun them.
They don't want to screw with you. Like
Right.
they alligator really doesn't want to screw with you. A crocodile hunts you.
What's Lake Placid?
That's crocodile.
Crocodile Hunter
Yeah.
now makes sense. Okay.
Yes. Well, he didn't.
I actually
make
don't
any
remember
sense.
the movie, but
He didn't make any sense. I love that
title.
man, but good lord, was he insane?
Do you know Matthew Berry wrote the third one?
the third one? What?
Crocodile Dundee 3. He wrote the screenplay for that.
I do know that.
Yeah.
I listened to that podcast where he talks about it. Yep. I
talked
did
about
hear that.
I found that out years ago. I went, shut up.
Yeah.
People can
That
have more
makes
than
no
one
sense.
job. Now everyone has every job.
So
it's
for
wild.
anyone who doesn't know, Matthew Berry's an ESPN columnist for fantasy football.
Yeah.
So, and other things.
Oh,
But
okay. Okay. So back to where did this story happen?
where do you think it happened? Take a guess.
I don't remember what you said.
Yeah, just take a
Crocodile?
guess. Yes, crocodile.
Well, I want to say the U.S.
Yeah, where was that?
No.
Where that lady?
Where would it?
got
where
cancer?
do you get eaten by things?
Australia.
Australia.
Australia. Okay.
It's
okay.
always. It was
Oh,
probably,
so my joke, that was a terrible Australian accent, actually meant
Yeah,
she was
it made
from
sense
Australia.
as well,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
and it was probably north southwest Australia.
North
I guess. It was
southwest
most
Australia,
likely right
For
there.
sure.
What'd she say? It's got me.
It's got me.
Crikey.
Yeah.
It's got
got
me.
So I laughed at
got
the
my
time
name.
because I don't know why, maybe uncomfortableness, but now I'm very uncomfortable with the fact that I laughed. Because oh my God, how horrific.
Here,
It's,
Right?
it's
I'll
sometimes
do it
you
too.
laugh like there you go.
I got your back, dude.
He got me.
I got you. It's got me. Sit still, Diane. Maybe
sounds
the
like Monty
crocodile's got
Python.
you a baby, right?
That's how the thing go. It's a crocodile.
There you go.
Dango.
Now what you
Okay,
did
thank
seemed
you,
Dango.
pretty
Patrick.
tame.
Now I
yeah.
feel better about laughing.
Wow.
Okay.
Sometimes
Okay.
it just happens. So when you don't know what to do with your emotions,
Yeah,
you
you
start
just-
laughing.
'Cause what else are you
get
gonna
that.
do? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, I mean, obviously terrible and way worse that it got pulled out of her friend's arms.
Golly,
Ugh,
that's so
bleh.
sad.
Hold on. There is an
Ugh.
element of like that lady might have murdered her, right?
100% there
Like
is.
we can't rule that out.
We
It's
also
true.
can't rule it out on the dive that we were talking about right before this. You can never rule that stuff out.
Maybe she didn't even have.
People do all
Yeah.
sorts
Maybe
of
it
crazy.
was really
Did
a
you hear
shark.
about the
We don't
lady
know.
in Utah who wrote her husband died? She wrote a book about processing grief with her and her 3 kids. Like she
Okay.
got input from her 3 kids.
Okay.
And then the week after it came out that it was
No.
it was published, she got arrested for murdering him. She put fentanyl in his like nightly drink,
Holy crap.
and he had 5 times the legal limit of fentanyl. So you
Oh,
can
so they
never
didn't even think to do a toxicology.
No, they
report.
100% did,
Oh,
and then
geez.
just
It
didn't
just
arrest her
takes-
for a year for some reason. But this lady wrote a book with her kids about the grief process
Dude,
from her killing her husband.
that's so messed
So
up.
you can never rule out.
Hold on.
Did people
the fact that
murder each
one
other?
of those happens now? Don't you look at every grief book ever and you just go, hold on.
Did you?
There might have been.
Maybe you did.
Like, yeah, you can't be like. There's only. Sorry, there's one serial murderer. Oh, we got him. That's it. That's the only person that's ever done that.
I
Hell
really
no.
I really want to write a grief book, but I don't have any personal tragedy to.
Yeah.
You can't
to-
kill me. No.
Yeah, well, it's a great way
You
to
can't
like,
kill Patrick. No.
Say-
Patrick's off limits.
say
We
the
need him.
inheritance isn't like what you thought.
Right.
Then you're just like, oh, I got to write a book or something now to really capitalize on my trauma.
And
So,
you're a
Mm.
crazy person, so
yeah.
this is
So
what
you don't
do.
even feel psychopaths. Yeah.
We went a little off the rails there.
No, it's Halloween
I don't know
time.
how we got there, but that's okay.
It's perfect.
'Kay.
People love this in October.
When are
Spook.
you releasing your hand thing? Have you done it yet?
Next week?
Okay. Keep an eye on our social media because Allie and Chase did something I thought looked phenomenal.
I didn't like it. And I mean that in a good way. I mean
Oh,
that in
it
a
was-
very
it made
good
you
way. It
uncomfortable.
made me uncomfortable.
It made me uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looked too
Yeah.
real.
I looked away. Like I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, this is good. And I looked away and looked back and Chase did something to like one up it. And I was like, yeah, I gotta go. I'm done.
It is pretty intense. So that'll be released on our social media. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Cool.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Thank y'all.
Thanks for checking out the Meatgistics podcast. To shop everything but the meat, head on over to waltons.com. To get your meat processing questions answered by experts and enthusiasts alike, head on over to our online community at meatgistics.com. Waltons, everything but the meat.